Maybe. My first time, guys, so please be nice. Laugh if you can, or maybe don't laugh. I don't know. I got my notes here just in case you say it's a good thing. I'm Sean Tyler. I've been married now for 11 years. Yeah, thanks. That's the way I feel about it. No, I love my wife. Things change over time, though. As you get older, things change. Like when you're a new couple and you just get together, you listen to every single thing the other person says, no matter how stupid or dumb or fucking boring it is. You just listen. It doesn't. I stepped in dog poop. You're listening. It doesn't. You're hanging on every other word. But as time goes by, that changes. Give me an example. I came home from work the other day. My wife, just being nice, she says, "How was your day, honey?" So I started to tell her, and as I'm talking to her, I can see her eyes start to glaze over. She starts to turn her head back down to what she was looking at. I've lost her attention completely at this point, and so she snaps back up and she goes, "Wait a minute. Did you just say you kicked a leprechaun in the kneecap?" I said, "No, I was thinking about having hamburger helper for dinner. Where did you get this?" She goes back down to what she's doing. She doesn't realize that's exactly what I said, because you got to keep them on their toes, right? Make sure they're listening. I like to find crazy stuff on the internet. Anybody else? No? Weird videos. There's always kinds of weird videos on the internet. I found one the other day. It was about video games. I like to play video games, so I watched this video. I didn't make this up. It's a new video game controller. It's called the kissing controller. The way it works is it's a contraption that sits in one person's mouth, assumably a female, and the other person has to use their tongue to manipulate the controller in order to play this game. And right now, the only game they have for it is video bowling. Yeah, video bowling is the only thing they have with it. I see several problems with this. By the end of the video, they get a strike, and then it's a high five. And I'm thinking to myself, now, wait a minute. You just got done making out with this woman, and now you're high-fiving? You are moving the wrong way around the bases, my friend. You're supposed to go, maybe you pat her on the ass, comp a feel, something, I don't know, but down to the high five after that? No, doesn't work. Also, I've never had a woman over to my place to play video bowling. Not once. It's a bad idea to take a woman to real bowling. Not a good idea. Excuse me. Lost my place for a second. I never finished kissing a woman and felt the need to very enthusiastically congratulate her after we're done kissing. It just doesn't make sense. You got to move your tongue faster and more vigorously in order to bowl a strike, which makes for a terrible kiss and is not going to lead to successive kissing. Finally, video bowling, yeah, very terrible. So now we're at my house, and there's 4 or 5 guys there, and none of them are even going to go near the controller once they learn how to play this game, right? Because then it would be guy on guy, no homo. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So let's talk about some games that would be a terrible idea to use a kissing controller with, like a football game. Not a good idea, because every time you got to make the extra point, you choke. Right? Well, racing games, you go to hit the e-brake, she smacks you. Yeah. How about like Guitar Hero? You guys play Guitar Hero with the kissing controller? Finally, the drummer's going to get some action. Conversely, the singer's a blowhard. Finally, if you really want to get a woman into playing video games with you, and you want to use the kissing controller, there's another place you can put that controller that's going to get her attention. A shoe store. Yeah. All right. No, nothing on that, huh? All right. I like to consider myself handy. Maybe some people will call it cheap. I don't like to spend money on things. So I do a lot of my own car repairs. Anybody work on their own cars still? Kind of hard. You do? Really? Work on your car? That's awesome. I was working on my car not that long ago, and my brother was helping me out, and we came across a bolt that was just stuck, and I was out of WD-40, so we had to go to the hardware store in order to get some WD-40. And I don't like to spend a lot of money, so I got to look at all of them. If you go to the hardware store, I find the aisle, the lane of just spray lubricants. It's like 10 feet long, 7 shelves, top to bottom, filled with all spray lubricants, and they all have very suggestive names. And I need my paper now because I had to write them down. There's a lot of them on here. First, I found Thrust. spray lubricant, thrust, perfect for the stuck back door, it said, right on the package. Also, the dry lube, which seemed kind of oxymoronic to me. The dry lube. PV penetrator, the original nut buster. How is this product has been on shelves forever? Jigaloo. I don't know who designed that product, but it's definitely the wrong name for that one. The all-purpose lube was called the Blaster, and it had a very phallic symbol on its labia. I mean, its label. It was terrible. 2 tubes of extra heavy-duty lube were on the shelf, packed along with the Red and Tanky number 2. Seriously, this is what they're calling it? And the Red and Tanky number 2 is fortified with anti-seize, because you don't want to gum up the works, obviously. It's also got a citrus base for easy cleanup. Why didn't they have this when we were younger? Citrus base for easy cleanup? Do you know how many hotel towels I went through pulling the Superman move? 4, just in case anybody ever asked you that. You know what the Superman is? No? Urban Dictionary, guys. You gotta... I say the best for last. Great stuff makes foaming crack sealer. Because after he tries it the first time, there is no way in hell you're going to let him try that again. And trust me, fellas, if that crack starts to foam, you need to seal it. All right, I'm Sean Tyler. That's my time. Next Tuesday, guys, you want to be back here at Louie's Bar and Grill, Shane and I are going to do trivia now. That's something to give away for that.